Good morning everyone. Today is Monday the 3rd of June and I'm grateful that I could be with you this day. My channel is Cricklewood Crossing and I'm Jennifer. It's been a while since I've been with you guys. We've moved in the last 3 or 4 days. It's been a really hectic week last week and I'm absolutely exhausted. We didn't move very far. We moved from a townhouse which was 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, to an apartment which was 3-2 because our youngest son moved out, and so we didn't really need all the space. I probably could have done with more of the space for a craft room, but I end up getting enough space here. I'll show you a little bit later, but it's all finally set up, the house, and we can kind of just sit back and enjoy, and I can get back into stitching, which I'm really excited about. Now, what I'm going to be talking about in this video, it probably won't be very long. I'm going to just talk about the projects that I've been working on, that I had worked on in the Stitch Maynia. That was, I don't know what I was thinking, honestly. I decided to do Stitch Maynia for the first time, and I did 16 smalls. So if you saw my last video, or the video before that I should say, I did 16 smalls, and over 2 days. So one project over 2 days, and then I forgot at the same time that we were moving. There's a bug flying around here. That I didn't forget we were moving. That I just didn't even think about doing Maynia and then moving at the same time. And so it kind of got really hectic, and I was tired, and I was staying up until like 1 o'clock in the morning. So I'm just looking forward to June and going into summer and just kind of relaxing and go bike riding with hubby and spend more time stitching and just enjoying the some nice summer days, I should say. So let's get started. Now I remember, first I want to say actually my last video, not the one with the Stitch Maynia, but the last one that I had done, I announced the winners to my birthday giveaway. Some people have responded and some haven't, so they'll just go back into a little pile. And so those that have won some prizes, I will be getting them in the mail probably today or this week, so bear with me. It was just been a crazy time with work at the nursery. Mother's Day was crazy with all the plants that we would be selling and pots and hanging baskets we were selling for Mother's Day. So I will be getting those prizes in the mail to you. I hadn't forgotten about you, and I had to kind of, when we move, I had to kind of find them. So I went hunting last night for them so I can get them mailed this week. So they'll be coming your way soon. So now let's get started with this. I had showed you in my Maynia video this little box that I had purchased. Let me just kind of move some of these things. The table's not really big at the moment. So this little box that I had purchased, and I had put in here all my projects that I were working for Stitch Maynia for the month of May. And it had 31 little slots, and I had decided that I was going to do one project for 2 days. And I had 16 small projects in here to work on for the month of May. And you know, I really enjoyed it. It worked out perfect. It was easy to see. I had them all, if you noticed, if you want to go back and look, I had them all on a little hook already kitted up, and all I had to do was pull one and work on it, and it made it easy for me not have to go hunting anywhere for anything like that, especially when I came home late at night working from the garden nursery. So this box has been fantastic, and so what I've already started doing, as you can tell, I've started putting in some other little small projects that I like, that I might work through out the year. It might be a Christmas ornament, or it might be something I can get ready for again next year, for Stitch Maynia next year, because I think I'll be doing it. I really enjoyed it. Okay, so let me just put this off to the side, this little box. So now that you've seen it, I had a lot of people that really enjoyed and loved it. I actually keep it on the table because it's got this little drawer, and this little drawer, as you can see, I've got all my scissors and my needles and everything in it. So let me just turn that around and put that back over here. The table has gotten smaller because on the side here I have like another little 3 box so I can store things. Moving from the townhouse to the apartment, We've gained space in some areas and lost space in others. The bathrooms are smaller, the little living room's way bigger, the bedrooms are a really nice size, but because we didn't have a separate little dining area where I had my area that's set up where I would stitch and everything, we normally sit and eat on the couch together as a family and watch something on TV while we eat, or sit around and talk. So we don't really use the dining room table. So I've I've taken over I've taken over the table space, the dining room table space for my craft table. And off to the side here, I don't know if I could turn it. It's got, let me just show you some of the area. It's got a little 3-tiered box. There's plants on it, and I'll turn around and show you some of it. That little cupboard there is, well, I've got some cross stitch books and all my supplies in the little drawers. And then as we go around further, this is the living room, the TV, and it goes around like that. So I'll bring you back around. So the space where I stitch is a lot smaller, but I like it because I actually, when we were moving, I threw everything in a box, but then when I set it up, it kind of, I reorganized everything, so it worked out really good. Anyway, so you don't need a lot of space to stitch, do we? We can just sit in our chairs and stitch. But I like sitting at a table and having my laptop out. If my family's doing something else, I like sitting there, and they might be watching something on TV or doing something else, and I like sitting my laptop with some headphones on and watching Flosstube while I do my own stitching at the table. So anyway, when we started off for Stitch Maynia, I had never done it before, and I decided that, like I said, to do 16 smalls. A few of them I got finished, some of them I didn't get finished. There was back stitching that needed to be done on some of them. And then when I started getting to the end and we were moving, I might have only just done 1 or 2 little lines, but I was like, I'm going to get this done. There was one project, I have to say, that I only worked on 15. I'm not going to lie to you. I only worked on 15 because there was one project on the day when we moved on the 29th and the 30th that didn't get done. And the reason was, it was one of those real lots of different colours from Leisure Arts, and I was just like, I am not even going to start that. I went to bed instead, and then I just made sure I got the last one on the day 31 finished, or started it at least, because I'm going to finish them. I'll show you what I do. I'll show you what I'm going to do. So anyway, let's get starting. I've left them in little bags, the little bags that I've worked on them. So this was number 1, day 1 of Stitch Maynia. Sorry about the noise with the bags. I decided to just leave them in there because, like I said, if some of them I hadn't finished working, I wanted to continue having the bags. So the very first one that I worked on, if you can remember, was this little Live Life Simply by Kathy Haberman. I did change the fabric, the colours, and I even added some things for myself on there. This is what I end up doing. I had a lot of really nice responses of the colours that I did for people. So I did Live Life Simply, and at the bottom I added a little bee skep and some bees flying around in the project. I just thought it was really, really cute. So that's, and I added some more of the little red like flowers on the bottom. Now that one's finished, so I can kind of, well, not fully finished object, but it's fully stitched up. So that was the first one. I'm just going to quickly put these back in here so I don't get them mixed up or lost. So, but I really had enjoyed doing that one. I love bees, and just to add that little bee skep in there was really good. So I put that one down. The second one that I worked on, I did post a lot of these on my Instagram site, which is Cricklewood Crossing, and I did post it on Stitching with the Housewives, and I just really enjoyed doing these small ones because it made me feel like I was accomplishing something. Okay, the second one that I worked on was this little Lizzie Kate, Bless Our Home, and I got that one finished too. I was really happy about that. because we got a nice little home. And I did buy a little charm. I think their charm on there is a little birdhouse, but I think I got like a bee or a dragonfly or something that I'm going to stitch on there. And I'm glad I got that one finished, because I'm going to get that one framed and just put it in the doorway of the place that we just moved into. I won't worry about what cloth I stitched it on or anything like that, but that one, let me just grab something from behind so you can probably see it a little bit better. I have windows all around. So I worked on that one. It was all the cool for colours on that one. I did use all that, I think. Oh no, I changed a couple of them. So that's the one from Lizzie Kate, Bless Our Home. And I really enjoyed the fabric. I think it was what was it anyway? It was Lagana Sand. It was just one of the cheaper version ones, and I really liked it. Stitched up really nice. So that was the second one that I worked on. And that was really. So what I might do in some of these, since I've already stitched them, if my daughter doesn't want them for herself, I might pass them on as some little giveaways. So they could be coming your way. Number 3, I really like this one. This one was an unusual one. Because I work at the garden nursery and I have plants everywhere. If you looked around, I have them out in our little tiny patio. We've got a little tiny patio at this place. And I have plants throughout the whole house. You can see I've got some cactuses right there behind me. And I have some up here right in the windowsill. But I just love plants a lot. I guess when I had our 10-acre organic farm, it kind of instilled something in me. I won't show you the pattern because I don't actually have the book out, but this is the one that I did for number 3, and it came up really, really nice. I did show you just the things that I was working on, but this one came up really, really cute. This was a piece of colour that I coloured myself, a fabric that I coloured myself, green and brown, but it was a little Christmas topiary, and it was only tiny. Oh my gosh, it's probably only, I don't know, 3 by 4 or something like that. Maybe 2 by 4. That was really cute. I'm just going to put that in a little, make that into a little pillow or something for Christmas and stick it out. So I did finish that one. So I did finish a couple of them, so which I was happy about. It just started getting when it got closer to Mother's Day at the nursery, and it was crazy, and I was working very long hours, sometimes 11 and 12 hours a day. I was really, really exhausted. And I'd come home, and as much as I loved to stitch, I just didn't feel like it. But I tried to get something done every single day, or every day. Number 4, I did this one, and I finished this one too, which I was really happy about. Oh, I have to show you this one because I won't fully show you the pattern. Oh no, I won't show you that. I left it. It was another Lizzie Kate. It was a summer basket one. Sorry about the noise. I tea and coffee dyed this little piece of fabric, and this was the one that I got. I'm pretty sure it was a Lizzie Kate. It was called Summer Basket, and the only thing I changed on that, I did all the colours, and all I did was in these little strawberries right here, I put some little black French knots in there to make them look like the seeds. So that one come up finished. So I'd like to get that one made into something, so because summer's coming up. So that was another one that I love doing, and I finished it. So I don't know, what's that, 4 out of 4. I was doing good. And then I hit this one and I didn't do so good. I love this one, and the remarks I got about this one was amazing. But it's one of those ones that have like 8 pinks and greens and forever, all these colours, and oh my gosh, it was crazy. So I've got a little bit to do on this one. It was the homegrown watermelon, and I don't know if you ever have watched the video before. And this was on a little green piece of fabric that I had bought at Shepherd's Bush one time when I went up there. And it's still got, I will show you this one because you can't really see. I won't show you the whole pattern because I can't find it. It was in a book, but it has like a border and the lettering to do, and I've got some back stitches to do on it. But it came up really cute. I just love watermelon. I eat it all the time. And I just thought the colours were so pretty on it. I better do the white thing behind it. Let me just fold it this way. But it came up really, really cute, the colours and everything on it. Look at that one. And a little daisy flower. You can't really tell here because of the light in the window, but it's a really dark green piece of material. And I'm looking forward to, I've started here, as you can see, the little black border that's supposed to go around it, and then the homegrown will be up the top. But it'll be really cute when it's finished. I really like that one. So, that was not a fully finished. Well, not fully finished. I finished. But we're working on that one too. I'll tell you what my plans are at the end of the video, getting closer to the end of the video. So that was number 4. Oh my gosh, I just remembered about, no, it was number 5. See, I can't count. I'm sorry. I remember my video, my first Maynia video, I was counting them in this box. And I got it all wrong and mixed up, and I got the giggles. Well, I still can't count. These main little Maynia projects. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Anyway, so we're up to number 6. Sorry. And the one, that number 6 that I started working on was just all one colour. And this was around Mother's Day. That's why I didn't get very much done on this one. But it was just a little Lizzie Kate, Forgive Quickly. And I was doing all I was just doing the whole red in Red Licorice Classic Colourworks thread. And I hardly ever do anything on white, like I had said, but I done this one on a piece of, let me just fold this a bit, make it smaller, a piece of white, just a white piece of Ada. I think it was like 22 count white Ada. You can see a little bit of the variegation there. So, perfect word for the week, forgive. So I'll continue working on that one and getting that one finished. I'm just going to put them down there and work them out later. All right, number 7. Oh, what was number 7? Oh, okay, sorry. I still got this one on the Q-snap. That's why I was a bit confused. Okay, number 7. I had 4. No, again. I had already purchased 3 of these. I was looking at buying my 4th one, and I did after. I bought I can't remember which one I bought. The one with the little black sheep on it. I think it was Love. I can't remember. But, so now I have 4, and I'll show you when I finally get this one fully finished. So this one was the Simplicity by Little House Needleworks. And I wasn't going to do them all on one piece of paper, because one piece of fabric, because I found a really neat finishing object that I'm actually just going to take them off and put each one when I do them. And I will probably do the 12 now, because they'll be cute. Have it up 1 month, one of these up each month, I should say. Really cute. And I left it on this one on the Q-snap. So this is, here it is here. Probably can't see it really well. So I still need to do the border on that one. See? So when I finish the border, I want to fully finish this one and get that on that item. So that's why I left it on that one, because I want to work on this one. Probably straight away. Like, be the first project after. Okay, number 7 was that one. Number 8 is this one. And I got this one finished. I couldn't understand why. It was really tiny. This is the Christmas ball tree. You remember this little one? And I said I wasn't going to do the Noelle. Well, I didn't do the Noelle. But I thought it was just a really cute little simple pattern. Really tiny. And I've got some marks on the fabric, but they won't be in the area. But how cute is that? The little spools of thread on a little tree. Gives me some ideas. I'll have to get my husband to build me a little tree, and I can hang some old spools of thread on it. It would be cute, wouldn't it? So that was number 8, and I did finish that. So hopefully some of these finished ones I can get them fully finished and put them up in our new place. Number 9, and this is where I started kind of slowing down, because this number 9 was the one that made it hard for me. I didn't fully finish it, or I didn't finish it, but I got all the back stitching to do, and I absolutely love these old wool centers, as you know. So this is the one here. It was one from one of the leisure art books. It took me forever. I think it was 2:30 in the morning when I finally put this one up, and I had been working that day too. So crazy me. Wanted to get this one done because it was so close. And I just have the back stitching to do on that one now, and it'll really make it come alive. But I have like 9 of these little Santas that I said to you, and I'm going to do them all in the same little rounds when I get a chance to finish those ones. I might do one every couple of months, probably getting close up to Christmas, depends if I've got anything other Christmas ones I want to work on. So that was number 9. That was the Forest Santa from one of the leisure art books. The next one, number 10, that I was working on was a freebie. And I guess I can show you the pattern on this one, because this was a Lizzie Kate freebie on their website. So if you want to go to that and grab that one for yourself, it was called Moon Over Blackbird. And I think it says on there, I changed one colour and that was it, as you can see there. So it come up really cute, as I liked the pumpkins. And I love the little aqua door. It really made it kind of jump and come alive. So this was the little Moon Over Blackbird, a free Lizzie Kate on her website if you want to go and grab that for yourself. So another finished one. I don't know how many more am I up to number 10, and I've finished maybe 5, half of them, which I'm really happy with. Because sometimes when you're working on such big projects that I always work on, I work on big projects all the time, just finding a couple of little ones that you really like and getting them together, you know, finishing at least close to finishing them, makes you feel like you accomplished something. Number 11. Now I don't have this out at all. I can't. I think it's in one of the boxes still, up in my bedroom that I had put all my other some of the other cross stitch. But I worked on this one, and if you look on my Instagram account, I only got a little part of the blanket. This was from Trees of Colgate. And I just did a little bit of this blanket here, because that was another really busy day at the nursery. We had a free bonsai class, and so I worked a long day. Not a free bonsai class, we had a bonsai class, and so I worked all day on that one. That was like another 10-hour day, so I didn't get much stitching done on that day. But that's still on the Q-snap, I know that much. So I'd like to work on that one, because since 4th of July is coming up, and see if I can get this little patriotic one done to put out. I have a little patriotic wall. I did a wall as you come into our apartment. There's a wall there on the right hand side, and I have quite a few little patriotic stuff right there, but there is some spaces that I want to add this into. So that was number 11 that I worked on, and I'm still working on. Number 12 was another one that kept me up late into the night, probably about 1:45. I climbed into bed, and it always happens to be these little old world Santas that do this to me. But this one, I won't show you all the rest of the pattern, but it was this little Santa that I said I really liked, because he had this little stick tree. I haven't done the tree, but I have done the Santa. And I'm doing these on white as well, because I have an idea how I want to finish all these. I think there's 6 of these little ones. They're even tinier than the other little face one. So here he is. He turned out really cute. I just need to do all the back stitching and do his little tree, and I can finish him. But oh my gosh, the green excuse me, the green in his vest, or not vest, coat I should say, because my Santas have red coats. I really liked him because he was a little green coat guy. I'll show you. But there was 6 greens in just his hat and this, and 3 greys. Oh, I don't know what I do that to myself for. The Liz Leisure art books that are back in the 90s and the 2000s, they have lots and lots of thread. So I think I might need to go through sometimes and just kind of, if there's like 4 reds, just do it 2, something. But then it just doesn't show. Like even that watermelon, the variegation in that watermelon was just beautiful, and so that was a lot of thread. It just really makes them come out alive, comes alive. Okay, so this one was number 12, All right, so then we've got number 13. Oh, I really love this one, and I had some wonderful remarks about this on my Instagram account, which was give thanks. And I'm glad that I got this one finished because I want to put this up, getting closer to fall when we get, I'm not even through summer, talking about fall, but at least it's done and I can get it fully finished. Give thanks for this day. Now this was another Kathy Haberman. Let me see if I can find, because this one has her original colours and stuff on it. So this is what hers looks like. Now she did white pumpkins throughout the whole lot, the big one and the 3 little ones in the bottom. But I'm an orange pumpkin girl. And so I did the big pumpkin orange and 1 little orange pumpkin in the middle with 2 little white ones. I really enjoyed this stitch. This project, it was beautiful. Stitching was quite fast. The lettering was fast, and I really enjoyed it. So that one's finished. Yay! So I'm up to 13, and I'm probably 7 for 13, aren't I? Which is doing good. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did through your Stitch Maynia, and it doesn't matter if you don't get them all done or finished. At least you can just work on them throughout the year. But I just enjoyed just starting some new projects and see how I could go within that 2-day period that I was working on them. Yeah, but so I'm going to just continue working on the ones that I hadn't finished throughout the rest of the year, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. Okay, so next one is number 14. Now this is the one that I didn't get to do on. I mean, I didn't get to start at all. That's when we were moving those days, and it was just a crazy time. So this was the Patriotic Watermelon one. It was going to look like that, and I didn't get that one started at all because it was a lot of crazy colours and quarter stitches and 3/4 stitches, and I just didn't want to work on it because I was just too tired from moving. So that one will come back in probably in my little box to get worked on later on. Number 15. We're up to number 15. Well, this didn't take as long as I did when I made show you what I was going to work on. So these last two didn't get much. I didn't get much progress on these ones because it was still in the moving process. So we moved on the 29th, and then on the 30th we had to go back and clean the whole place, and then on the 31st I went in late to work, and I kind of try to organise the place that we moved into. And then on the Saturday I had to go to work, and then I came home and I slept for like 2 hours before I got up and started working in the house again. So there's this little one that I worked on. It's called Hello Kitty. It was in one of the Just Cross Stitch magazines, and the design is by Angel Stitchin'. I just really thought it was cute. Thought I might hopefully get it finished for Halloween in October, and all I got was the word Halloween. But at least I started it. Got it partly started anyway. So that was number 15. So we're up to number 16. If I just slide them in there. So I've still got all the floss on the little paper bobbins that I had put them on, so I can continue finishing them. So number 16 was the last one, and it was quite funny because it was the one that I just wanted to at least start and get something on the material. and on the fabric I just did 2 little lines. But I really thought this was cute, and I want to get this. I'll probably work on this a little bit later in the year because it's a Christmas one. It's by Lizzie Kate, and it was Snowman number 10. I really like that little snowman number 10, and this is all I did on it. But I got it started. Wow. That's a lot. Not really. Oh gosh, if you guys had the week I just had moving. Oh, I said to my husband, so I've been living here in America now. When we moved from Australia, you know that my husband, those that just might be starting to follow me, I have moved from Australia, and I've only been here 3 years. And would you believe that this last move, was my 4th move in 3 years? I'm done moving. And I said to him on the way going to church yesterday, I said, our next move, you either have to move us into a house of our own or into our RV, because we want to travel for those 4 years. So I said to him, I am not moving into any other rental places at all. It's going to be into our own home or into our RV, so we can travel for 4 years around America. And hopefully I'll get to a lot of the L&S shops and get to meet a lot of all you good people out there that might do Flosstube as well, and get to meet you as we travel around the country. And when I said that to him, he said the next move will be our RV. So I'm so excited about that. When? I reckon 2 years and under. We'll see. So I think we'll be in this place a couple of years, and then, you know, to save some money and decide what we're going to do. And then we'll go on our 4-year trip around the US. I think moving from a 10-acre farm to an apartment when we first moved here, to the townhouse, which was bigger, now back to the apartment. One of the kids has gone out on his own, so we've got 2 more. If we go, I think they'll just stay in this apartment. But each time I've gotten smaller and smaller and smaller space. So like now I've got this little window box, which is a little corner window box that the table sits in, and my little cupboard. And this is where now I stitch. So I've gone from big to tiny to when we go into an RV, which will be even smaller, and make my life simpler even more than I already have. So that was number 16. I really had such a fun time doing Stitch Maynia. I hope all you guys did too. I was following everyone. I was going in on when I was stitching myself. I was following what everyone had worked on. Pam and Steph and Priscilla and Chelsea and Kit and Stitch. Well, I think it was Kit and Stitcher. I was watching some of her videos, and Handwork Maniac and Bliss Stitch, and I could keep on going on and on and on. I was watching all what everyone had been working on, and it was so fun. It motivated me. I think that's what, even after a hard day at work, I would come to the desk and I would just start stitching, because I would want to watch what you guys were doing, and it just made me motivated. So thank you for getting me there. All right, before I tell you what I'm going to do for the rest of the year, I just want to show you what I've purchased, which has not been hardly anything, which is good, because I have so much stuff I want to work on that's already started. And so I've organised something that I found from Patchwork Pony that I've been following, and she's an Australian as well who lives in Tasmania. Hi there. I started, I did something that she had started doing, and I'll show you, and I know a lot of other people like Pam and Steph and everything do this as well. So I am going to show you what I'll do at the end of the year. These are the 2 little things that I purchased. I did get my Colour and Cotton Floss of the Month Club floss come in, so I purchased that. And I think I picked up, oh no, I have them somewhere else, and I'll have to show you next time. I did go up to one of the L&S shops up in Salt Lake City that I had never been to before, and I purchased 2 Prairie Schooler patterns and the fabric to go with it. I can't remember what they're called, so I'll have to show you in the next video. But they're the one that I did purchase, those 2, and these are the ones that I purchased off the internet. You know that I love chickens because we had our farm, and I've always loved chickens. Designed a lot of chickens in my quilting business, and I also love sunflowers. And so I purchased this little tiny Dimensions Petite kit, and I'll probably just do it exactly as it is here on the white fabric, because it's full, you know, full colour. So I really like that. I've seen other people do it, and I just thought I really love the colours and the blues and the reds and the yellows. They were just beautiful. So I did purchase that one off of an eBay site, and I did purchase 2 of these patterns from Imaginating. I have seen Deb from Country Stitches do one, and I have put one down. I did purchase 2, and I did put one down, which was the Noelle Banner. And these are designed by Diane Arthur, and this one's called Harvest Happiness. And I really loved it because it was the pumpkin and the birdhouses. And I want to show you this one because this one will become before the Christmas one that I purchased as well. So I really love this little banner. I'm going to do it and put it above a door. It's a reasonable size. It's quite big. But what I loved when the little saying, harvest the happiness of abundant life. That's when I really missed the farm, when I could go out and just pick all my fruit and my veg and come in and make whatever I wanted and a salad and do some preserving. I missed that part of the farm a lot. So that was one of the other ones that I purchased. Okay, so I'll probably start working on that, and then the Christmas one a little bit later. So we're getting up to over nearly 40 minutes, but I'll show you what I am going to do for the rest of the year. Because I have quite a few big projects on the go, and I come home and having this little tiny space that I got, I can't have everything laying out everywhere or even in the apartment. So I am going to work on one project for 1 week and then put that away, because Patchy Pony Stitcher was talking about this little app called Tiny Decisions. I'll show you what it looks like. There's this little app right here. Instead of me trying to come home and just choose and then pull out all the floss and set it up and everything, I've got them all there, and I'm going to work on one project. I'm going to click it, this wheel, spin it, and see what I work on, and I'm going to work on that for a whole week, and then at the end of the next week I'll work on it. So for 1 month I'll be working on 4 projects, and it just depends on what the wheel will spin, and I'll tell you what some of them are that I have on my wheel. One of them is Prairie School of Seasons. There's a Prairie School of Season pattern that I've been working on, which is 4 of them. One of them is called Fast Foods. It's my, if you remember, if you've been watching my videos, it's the sheep with the baskets on their back and food coming out of it. So there's that one. Some more Old World Santas. So that's on the spinning wheel. My Evergreen Sampler. That was the one with all the trees and some wildlife and everything on it. A lot of you, if you watch my videos or if you want to go back and watch them, you can see them. Then the next one is Maynia Finishes. So all these little ones, I'm going to work on them for a week. So if I finish one, I'll just pick another one up and finish it. So I'll work on those Maynia Finishes one. You know, if I work on one and I get a finish, I'll pick up another one and work on it for the whole week. The Sunflower Basket. I am dying to get back to working on that one. That's the one with the beautiful 3 sunflowers and the alphabet around it. That's on my wheel here. And then the next one is the Mailman Santa. That my husband is a mailman, and it's the Old World Santa one that I've been only just put a few stitches in. So I've got him on the wheel. I also downloaded that free Wizard of Oz SAO that a lot of people are working on. I know Coffee Stitch is working on it and a few other people. Well, I've only done the first one and I'm not sure how, I can't remember how many there is, but I know there's 3 after that I haven't even done yet. So that's on my wheel. So it's the Wizard of Oz SAO. I also signed up for, and I forgot to mention this, if you guys, anyone's interested in it, I saw it on a Facebook site. It was the Works of Jane Austen SAO. And so I did purchase that because I love Jane Austen. I watched all her movies and read all the books and stuff. So I have her on there so I can start that one. I have 2 more. I have one that is work on my own designs because I'm producing some of my own designs, and I've got one that's half finished. So I'm going to work on that. Hopefully that'll come up more often than not, but I'm not in any hurry. So working on an own design. And the last one, I don't know why, but it's called Start a New Project. And you watch, that one will probably come up every time I spin it. And I'll have 30 new projects or something. I'm hoping not, because last night, being the beginning of close to the beginning of the month of June, I spun it and I came up with this. So my first week, this week, I'm working on my Evergreen Sampler. So that's the one I said with the forest and all the wildlife and everything like that. So I spun that yesterday, and so a little bit last night I was working on it, and this is how far I've got. Put this behind. So that's what I've done on the Evergreen Sampler, and last night I just did this tree here. So the rest of it I had done before. The deer was the last thing I had done, so I just continued working on this tree, and I'm just going to come along. There's another tree here and another little tiny one here, and then I'll take it off the Q-snap and move it over. I just didn't want to, I mean, there's more trees this way. I just want to fill in this little square and then I'll move it then. But that was the tree that I worked on a little bit last night. So I have spun the wheel, and the Evergreen Sampler was the winner. It came up, and that's the one that I've been working on. So that's the tree right there. So I've done this one, these in here, and this. Now there's heaps of little birds and squirrels and, oh my gosh, everywhere. I'm not sure if I'm going to put all of these little squirrels and birds in. See, there's two on this tree. I might put this little bird here, but I don't know if I put the one in the branch, because you kind of lose him, really, don't you? And then, so I'll do this tree, and I'll do this tree, and then this tree before I move the Q-snap. I don't know if, no, I probably won't, no, I won't be able to get the fox in. So I'll work up here, and then I'll move it over and I'll work here, and then later I'll do all the little stars. But I don't think I'll be putting, like, I don't think I put a couple of these. I think I put two and not three, and I don't think I put this bird in. And there's a whole bunch in here, and as you can see around down here, so I might just put a few. I think it kind of gets a little bit too busy. I like it a little bit more sparse. I love the little owls. So that's what I'm working on this week, guys. And I did that by spinning my little tiny decisions wheel, and I'll show you. You just go. So what is my next project? No, I won't do it. I'll do that after. Fast food. So then I'll just press it every week, and it'll come up with a new project, a new thing to work on. Yay, work on my own design. That's a neat one. And then do it again. Work on my own design. I hope it comes up like that all the time. Quite often, I should say. So that's what I've decided to do for the rest of the year to help me get through some of these big projects that I'm doing. Knowing my luck, it'll probably come up with start a new project. Start a new project. I'll probably have 10 starts and new projects. But this week, at least, I'm enjoying working on this little Evergreen Sampler with the trees and the birds. All right, so basically this is all I've got for you this week. I'm not sure if I'm going to be filming every 2 weeks or just once a month. Depends on how much I get worked on each project. I mean, if I'm only going to work on one project for 2 weeks, it's probably going to get a bit boring unless I start a whole bunch or finish a bunch or fully finish some stuff. So we'll see how it goes. But I've really enjoyed this, being in this move, like having this move and finally getting settled so I can just get back to stitching. If you guys are new to my channel, you can, I can't remember how many videos I made, 6 or 7 videos. Or if you want to, you could subscribe down below. You can also see there that I have an Instagram account under Cricklewood Crossing. I post under Stitching with the Housewives every now and then, under Jennifer Armstrong. And I also will get out to those people the prizes that have been won for my birthday celebration. Coming up soon, I will probably give away a few more things. I've got stuff I want to move forward and let you guys enjoy if you're interested. And I'm grateful that I could hand them on to everybody instead of just keeping them to myself. Anyway, I think that's it. I hope that you guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.